Now, for our final show of the evening, we have Leslie and Steve.
All right. Hey, I'm Steve, and this is Leslie. And there were so many amazing things that I loved about working with Leslie, but the one thing that was my favorite was just how passionate she was about telling a story about how you should live your life to the fullest and do what you really love in life. So Leslie, what inspired you to write this story?
For people to follow their dreams.
So without further ado, Julie's Boutique.
Fashion is inspiring.
Exterior, window front of a fashion boutique, afternoon. Julie, 16, a young and talented clothing designer, stands outside a beautiful boutique in New York City, daydreaming about opening her own celebrity clothing store. She thinks about her grandmother and how she's always told Julie to follow her dreams.
What a beautiful store. I want to have a store like this one day.
Julie continues on her way and walks back home. Interior, Julie's room, day. The phone rings, and Julie picks it up. It's Mr. Bill, the president of New York City Fashion University.
Hi, who's this?
Yes, this is Mr. Bill, president of New York City Fashion University. I'm calling to inform you that the school is closing and relocating to Los Angeles.
Oh no! When is the school closing?
That's closing tomorrow noon. Reopening in Los Angeles soon. We'll keep you posted so you can make plans to attend the school in California.
Julie sighs and hangs up the phone. Interior, living room, day. Julie peeks her head in the room to see if her brother Gary is around. When she sees that he's not, she nervously walks over to her dad.
Oh, it's you again.
Yes, it's me. I got a call from Mr. Bill, the president of New York City Fashion University. He told me the school's closing.
Oh, well, that's some bad news. Is it going to open again, or is it not going to be a school anymore?
Well, it is going to open, but just not in New York City. It'll be in Los Angeles. I was hoping you could let me move there to study. Then I can come back to open my store here in New York.
No daughter of mine is moving across country.
Bob leaves the room. Gary enters.
Well, I'm sorry it's not going to work out for you. At least Grandma's coming tomorrow. I mean, that's some good news.
Gary leaves the house, and Julie goes up to her room. Exterior, JFK Airport pickup area, the next day. Grace, Julie's grandmother, emerges from the airport terminal, wearing a scarf and carrying a huge suitcase. She hugs Julie, Gary, and Bob.
Julie!
Gary and Bob.
Grandma, I'm so happy to see you. When we get home, I have to tell you something really important.
They all get in the car and drive home. Interior, Julie's room, later that evening. Julie and Grandma are sitting in two chairs.
I have good news. I was accepted into New York City Fashion University. But the bad news is that the school is moving to Los Angeles. I talked to Dad and he isn't going to let me go.
Oh, don't worry about it, sweetie. I'll talk to him. Let's see what I can do.
Grandma leaves the room. Gary enters.
Hey, Dad's preparing dinner. Why don't we all go down to the kitchen and eat?
You kids wash up for dinner. I'm going to go to your downstairs and catch up with your father. Okay.
Interior, kitchen, evening. Bob, Grandma, and Julie all work on putting the finishing touches on dinner, while Gary plays video games in his room.
Julie, and she said you won't allow her to go to fashion school in Los Angeles. But I have some news that might change your mind. I just bought a new house in Los Angeles, and it's way too big for me to live in all by myself.
See, Dad? You heard Grandma. She'll let me live with her in Los Angeles.
No, absolutely not. You're too young to go.
Bob, remember when I let you go with your dad and take flying lessons?
Yeah. I remember, but that was different, okay? I was older. Julie's only 16, making a decision that could change your life.
Dad, just give me a chance. I promise I'll prove you wrong. The worst thing that happens is I hate the school and I come home. The best outcome is that I become the very successful, and we all get to live together in California.
I think Elizabeth would have really wanted this opportunity for Julie. What mother wouldn't?
Okay, okay. Give me the night to think about it.
Interior, Julie's room, the next morning. Julie is reading a book to distract herself. It's been almost 12 hours of not seeing her dad, and she's anxious to hear his decision. Bob knocks on the door.
Julie? I thought about it. I remember how your grandma said your mother would have wanted you to have this opportunity, and I decided the best thing to do is let you go to Los Angeles and be at the best fashion school in the world.
Julie runs up to her dad and gives him a huge hug.
Thank you so much, Dad. I promise I will make you proud.
In the frame of the doorway, we see Grace with a big smile on her face. She enters the room with a brand new red suitcase.
Whenever you are ready, you can pack up your stuff and we will book you a flight to Los Angeles.
Gary hears the commotion and comes into Julie's room.
Hey, what's going on? I was in the bathroom when I heard you say thank you to somebody. I guess that means you're going to Los Angeles.
I'll miss all of you very much.
Well, don't worry. We'll be out to visit before you have a chance to miss us.
Okay, Grandma, I'm ready. I will pack my new suitcase and we can head to the airport, okay?
Exterior, front steps of Julie's house. Julie and Grandma are getting into a cab bound for the airport. Dad and Gary wave from the front door.
Thank you, Dad, for giving me this chance to make my dreams come true.
I hope you have a great time. I'll visit you and Grandma soon.
Julie, I'll miss you, but not too much.
The end.